Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this in landscape now, but let's pick some makeup. So this is my like base complexion drawer. I know I just got this Wet n Wild primer. I know I want to use this today. What foundation do I want to use? I think I might still use this Makeup Revolution one that I've been using a lot. Otherwise, I don't know. Most of these are the same. I'll use this Colourpop bronzer that I use. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Putty bronzer because I want to try to finish it. In terms of blush and highlight, I might pull a few options. I'm not entirely sure. I might use this Colourpop Super Shock Cheek. Maybe. I'm really not totally 100%. Maybe I'll pull this NYX blush. Yeah, I might just have to decide what I'm gonna do when I get to blush. But I know that I want to use a lipstick as cream blush, and I want to use a red. So I want to use this Elizabeth Arden one. I think this is the red one. Yeah. So this is just a red lipstick. I want to use this as blush. So I'm not entirely sure like what I'm going to use on top of that. Oh, highlight. I didn't even pick a highlight. Maybe I've been using my MAC Double Gleam a lot. Maybe I'll take that. That's a little bit more like neutral. And then maybe I'll take Benefit Cookie because I haven't used this in a little bit. Let's see. Otherwise, maybe I might use Ritz from Colourpop. The Super Shock Shadow. Oh no, this is not Ritz. This is a little quirky. This is Ritz. I might use Ritz on my eyes. I know that I want to use like a sparkly shadow, but otherwise I'm going to leave this drawer here. I don't know if I'm going to use any face palettes. Maybe I'll pull this NARS one and this NARS one because I really like layering these blushes on top. Oops. On top of creams. And then for lips, I legitimately am not sure. I might take these two. I don't know if I'm going to use a bright lip or not. So I'm going to take these two liquid lipsticks from Annabelle. Maybe I'll do like an ombre lip type situation. I don't know. So I could use, maybe I'll pull these two Colourpop glosses because I have been liking these. And then maybe I'll pull my Essence clear gloss in case I want to have a clear gloss. But again, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for lips. And then for palettes, again, I know that I want to kind of use some of my singles. So I might pull, this is my palette of the Shine by SD Duality collection. I might use, and maybe I'll also pull some Cliona. This is my palette of Cliona shades. Maybe I'll pull that out as well. And then for palettes, I want to use some of my Makeup Revolution palettes, which are right here, but I want to use, oops, I want to use the, I know I want to use this, and I want to use the one that is more peachy orange. Of course, it's the last one. This one. I haven't used either of these in a while. And this is my, like, a palette of my singles. I think I want to use, this is from the Shine by SD Reserve collection. Either Reserve number 3 or Reserve number 2. Which is this. I'm not entirely sure, but these are kind of like the singles that popped out to me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it here. Okay, let's get into the look.
Hello and welcome to May Shop My Stash. Another month has flown by. We're all thinking it. Okay, so for primer, I'm gonna start using the Huda Beauty Matte Perfection Pre-Makeup Base as usual. This is the mattifying primer that I'm using right now. Putting this, focusing it mostly in my T-zone. And then now I'm going to use this is new to me. This is the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. This is the yellow one. It's supposed to brighten. It's supposed to brighten, I think, deeper skin tones because I don't know that this is brightening my skin. But I really wanted to try this and I saw it in Walmart when I was visiting my parents. And I know I'm not supposed to buy things. I already have a primer, but I just couldn't help myself. And it was like $5 or something. So I allowed myself to buy it. And I have been really liking it. I feel like maybe it makes my skin look a little bit more yellow. But you can't tell over foundation or underneath foundation. So... and it's definitely glowy and hydrating. It makes your skin look really nice. Still want to try the green one though, but it does look quite nice, and I have been liking it as a base for under makeup. And I'm still going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is like the foundation that won't die. Blender in. And I just really like the way that this primer makes foundations look. Like, I don't know, it just makes it look nice and glowy. And I think especially if you have dry skin, you might like this. I don't know, I don't have dry skin, but I could guess. Brows, I'm just gonna take some soap, spray some water in there, take my spoolie, rub it around, and just run this through my brows. My left brow hairs, my arch my brow, they just want to grow like straight down. I have to put like product in them and then push them down, otherwise they will not hold. These brows hold just with soap brush through, totally great. My left brows are like never want to work with me. Okay, now while my brows are setting, I'm gonna prime my eyes with my NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I'm honestly gonna need a new one of these soon. I'm gonna put some lip balm on. This is the Florence by Mills Glow Yeah Lip Oil, but I'm trying to use it up because I hate it. Well, yeah, no, I hate it. Honestly, it's not good. And then I'm going to take some concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. And just put a little bit of this on the inner parts of my eyes. And then blend it in with a brush. And then I'm going to take my NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the shade Auburn. And just fill my brows in. Okay, let's now do our eyes. Let's zoom in. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to use my Makeup Revolution palettes because I haven't used them in a really long time. And I wanted to do something like corally, pinky, orangey, very summery. So this is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Neutrals 2, which has a lot of like corally, orangey tones. Though in my mind it was a lot brighter than this one is, or than it actually is, but that's fine. And then this is the Reloaded Neutrals 3 that I was going to use for some depth. But you know what I actually am going to grab for? This is a Kiko Milano single. Oh, you know what? You can pop these out of their little compacts. You know what? I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put these into my palettes, like my magnetic palettes, because I never reach for these. I just have 2 of them, but I'm going to start with this. This is the High Pigment Wet and Dry Eyeshadow in the shade 19. I bought these a long time ago when I went to Europe with my girlfriend because I'd never seen Kiko Milano. I had seen it one other time when I went to Portugal with my friends, but I had never, like, before that seen Kiko Milano as a brand before. Anyway, we were really excited about it. And I'm just gonna use this as like my first blending shade. I'm not totally sure where I'm gonna go with this look. I've been watching a lot, well, I always have, I always watch Lauren, but watching a lot of Lauren Bay Beauty, I literally talk about her all the time, but I've been really inspired by the way she does her shadow, like taking up sparkle like really far. And so I kind of want to do something like kind of inspired by that. I'll probably still have dark shades. I was gonna do like play around with my shape, but I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm just gonna blend this yellow basically all through my crease, and I'm going to, I think I'm gonna blend it through my crease, but I'm also really gonna focus it like right at the front of my brow, the front part of my eye. And I'll probably just go back and do this like again once all my shadows are blended, but it actually works quite well. Like I said, I haven't used this shadow in so long, so I don't even barely remember what these shadows were like. I'm so sorry if you can hear the birds fucking chirping their little asses off outside of my window, but there is quite literally nothing I can do about it. Sorry. I'm feeling kind of inspired now. I want to take this corally shade down here from the Makeup Revolution palette. Please excuse me as I just wipe a dirty brush off. It might still be a little dirty, but I think it's fine. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer half of my eye. I just hard panned the technical term, all of my palettes, or at least most of my palettes, like maybe a month ago. And it was the most fun I've had in so long. It was so satisfying, like with tape. And this is the first time that I've used these palettes since I did that. So I'm excited to use them and see now that they feel fresh and new. Although it does kind of make me sad when you do shimmers and then it's like huge chunks of the shimmers come out, which is good obviously because they're easier to use, but it's just like, look at all that eyeshadow just going down the drain. And I'm gonna focus on winging this out as well, which obviously I'll have to go back and redo once I do the rest of my face. But I'm just focusing this on the outer half of my eye. I'm going to put something else on the inner half. And I haven't used Makeup Revolution in, like I said, so long. This shade is working well for me. I always, I know some people really dislike them, and these kind of palettes are pretty much the only, Makeup Revolution eyeshadows I really have or used, but I don't know, I don't hate them. They're very hit or miss, but I don't think they're so bad for the price. And I'm being very messy with this. And now I'm gonna take this orange shade that's right above that coral. Okay, let me get a new brush. Do I have a clean brush? No. And then now I'm gonna take that orange and just put this in the front part of my eye. I don't know that there is gonna be that much color differentiation in the end between these two, but I just feel in a blendy mood. I'm gonna take a clean brush, just gently run over the edges of the shadow. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this Neutrals 3 palette. What color do I want to use? Maybe this purpley shade to get some more depth and just see how much I can build this up. I'm not holding my breath necessarily. honestly can't even really remember how these shadows work that well. I'm seeing Phoebe Bridgers in a week today, and I am so hype. I'm so excited. She is my ultimate like main character music that I have in my life. I'm gonna go back in with the brighter shades after I place this darker shade down, because I'm really just I'm not being precise at all today. So I'll go back and add those colors in when I have this shade kind of laid down. Does anyone else have that? Like, I literally put Phoebe Bridgers on and I feel like such like my angsty teenage years come flooding back to me. I feel like sad girl main character. And I'm in it. I'm vibing. I feel like I'm in the back of my parents' car, like looking out the window. Even though I had nothing really to be that sad about. Just undiagnosed depression. Good memories. Anyway, where was I even going with that? I don't know. Phoebe Bridgers? I'm excited. And she has, okay, like, I'm kind of like a voice person, I feel like. And I had never really heard her, like, talk. But she did, like, a guest episode on My Favorite Murder, like, in the winter time. And I heard her voice, like, her talking voice, and I was like, oh my god. She has, like, one of the hottest voices. It's so hot. So I'm obsessed with her. And I actually wasn't the biggest fan of her at first. And then something clicked and I was a complete fangirl. Anyway, so that's my personal Phoebe Bridgers journey, if you wanted to know that. I'm gonna go back in with the coral. I'm having fun just kind of fucking blending. Just blending. No thoughts. Literally just blending. Which is where, that's my happy place. No thoughts, just blending. Now taking the orange. This is actually pretty light for me, so I'm gonna surprisingly leave it here for now. Maybe I'll go back over it with a clean brush one more time. And then I'm going to go in with some shimmers, although I'm gonna have to kind of decide what I want to do here. I actually think I'm not going to use any of the shimmers in the Makeup Revolution palettes. I'm just gonna go in with my special shimmers and see kind of what I can come up with here. What do I want to use? I might just use like a fuck ton of them and just live my best life. So this is my tentative plan. So I'm going to take Torch from Cliona. This is a glitter multi-chrome. I'm going to put this on this part of my lid, like the middle part. I'm going to take Blaze then, also from Cliona, also a glitter multi-chrome in the front part of my lid. Then I might top that with perhaps a mixture of Reserve number 3 from Shine by SD and perhaps Hermetic from Shine by SD. This is from the As Above bundle from the Duality collection, but they just started selling the Duality collection as singles, so that's really exciting. You can use my code Laura Clark Makeup for 10% off orders of $50 or more. And then I might use the All on my inner corners. Or I'll use Hermetic on my inner corners and I'll put the All like kind of where that yellow is like the part of this part of my brow bone. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But I think before I go in with shimmers, I'm gonna go back in with this yellow and just re-intensify it right by my like brow, like right just here on the inner part of my eye. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I just can't wait to just put like glitter everywhere. And potentially, this is a single from Adept. This is the shade Con. I believe it's supposed to replace some shade in the Plain Jane palette. I don't really know. I'm not really buying from Adept right now, but I might use that as like in my outer corner, and we'll go like full shimmer everywhere, but that's like not a concrete thing that we're gonna do yet, but I have it in my mind. So, okay, so I'm gonna take some NYX glitter primer, and I'm just gonna put this on my lid for now, and then we'll kind of see where things go. I might add some more. I don't know yet, but this is just kind of like a general base. The bad news is that my camera stopped recording. The good news is that it only cut off for the eyelid portion of this eye. So I can redo it on this eye, not to fear. I'm just gonna put some glitter primer on my lid again. I guess I could have done this off camera, but I'm doing it now. So now I'm going to take Torch from Cliona and put this, like I said I was going to, on the middle part of my eye. And I was saying this is probably my most used multi-chrome, my most used shade from Cliona, because I pretty much always reach for this when I have like a cranberry shade on my lid, or like a ready, you know, this kind of like bronzy ready shade, because if it's not super sparkly, just to add some more sparkle, some more texture, because I have a lot of these shades, but this is just the best one. And I always want more sparkle if I can get it. And then now I'm going to take Blaze from Cliona and put this on the inner part of my eye. And I was also saying that I use this on my brother. I did his makeup for New Year's. He came to visit my girlfriend and I on New Year's, like of this past year, and I did his makeup and I put this on his lid, and I was like, God damn, I want that on my eye. Because normally I'm just like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone like in real life, in my real life, wear like a Cliona or shade or a multi-chrome shade on their lid. It's just me looking at myself. So I was like, damn, I'm looking good. Okay, with these cool shades on my eyes. If this is what my eyes are looking like, can confirm Blaze is a beautiful shade. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit more blending to like finish it out before I go in with more shimmers. So I'm going to go back into that corally shade from Makeup Revolution and to just blend over the edges here, not a ton. And then I'm gonna go back into the orange shade. Make sure we can still see that. I guess it kind of blends into the yellow. And then go back in with the deeper, like purpley shade, even though it's not really that deep, but I'm just gonna deepen my outer corners. Although I think I am gonna put that Adept shade on there, so I don't really need to do this, but I'm doing it. And then blend this over the edge and just use this to blend some of the shimmers out and add some more depth. Okay, so now I'm going to take a Torch on my finger and intensify this on my lid. And then take Blaze on my finger and do the same thing. Okay, and now we're getting to the fun part. So, I'm going to take this Adept shade called Con. I'm gonna take this on a pencil brush. Am I gonna spray it or am I gonna use glitter glue? I might just spray this. This is a like black based multi-chrome. It shifts like purple, cranberry to green. But it's pretty deep, so I guess I hope it will just add some depth. So I'm going to take this on a pencil brush. I'm gonna give that a spray. This is just with water, and I'm going to, let me get my mirror. I'm just gonna put this in my outer corners, basically, just meeting it up with Torch. Basically putting this in my outer corner where that darkest shade was. Yeah, it's actually working super well. Okay, and I know it's looking very crazy with the shape, but it will all work out in the end. I'm just gonna blend the edges of this. Oh, that looks so cool. I'm so happy I did this. And then I'll just intensify this with my finger. And it works so well because the base of it is basically just like a burgundy purple. I'll do like at the end an up close shot of my eyes just so you can see what they all look like, because this is just like so fun. Amazing. Okay. Ooh. I'm having literally the time of my life. What do I want to do? Maybe I kind of want to take like an orange. I'm gonna take Reserve number 3 from Shine by SD now and put this maybe like here. Now it's kind of just like finger painting. Maybe merging this like kind of like on the top of my, where the orange is, like over top of Torch and Blaze. And then I might also take some Reserve number 2, which is this goldy pinky green. Oops, that's in my brow. Okay, sure. And put this basically overlapping it, putting it maybe a little bit closer to the front of my eye. And then I'm gonna take the All from Shine by SD, which is this yellow, and laying this over top of the yellow. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this is so fun. And then while we're here, I'm gonna take Hermetic from Shine by SD and put that on my brow bone. Ooh, that's cool. But I'm also gonna put this on my lower lash line. Oh my god, it's like finger painting with multi-chromes. Can you see that? Oh my god, that's fun. Holy shit. I feel like I'm going to a festival, but I'm literally going nowhere. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna leave my eyes there. But I am, okay? And I'm gonna just zoom out a teeny bit. I know that I'm in this little bit of the frame. Anyway, I'm gonna do, like, finish up the rest of my face now. So I'm gonna take the concealer that I used before, the Milani one. Seriously, this is why I love doing these videos, because it just forces me to be creative. It forces me to use products that I may have forgotten about, do my makeup in different ways, and like I get why people just pile multichromes onto their eyes because it's so much fun. And it doesn't even have to be multichromes. It can be any metallic shades, you know? Just have fun with your makeup. Oh, I forgot I was gonna use a red lipstick as blush. I may have to rethink that decision because the eyes are very intense right now. I'm gonna take my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer and Spot Conceal. So for contour, I'm gonna use what's left of my KVD liquid gel contour. I'm scraping the sides of this, but it still has like a little bit of product left, so I can't get myself to retire it, although I'm pretty sure it's done. I'm really just like scraping the edges. Although it's lasted me so long. When did I buy this? I can't even remember, but it's lasted me a really, really long time. And like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty bronzer because I'm very close to finishing this. This is in the shade Tan Lines. And I think I'm going to veto the red blush today because I do want the focus to be on the eyes. So I'm going to have to see. Maybe I'll do a peachy coral. Okay, so I was going through all my different lipsticks and stuff that I could use as blush, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna go with the Merit Cheek Color and Cheeky, even though I use it all the time. It's one of the only like actual Korean blushes I have, but it just always works with everything. So I'm gonna use it. I really want to get more blushes in this formula. I mean, even though Merit did send me this and, you know, they were a little bit sus and saying that, you know, we're not going to send you PR again unless you, like, sign this whatever thing that you have to talk about it, us, whatever. I mean, I kind of really love this blush and all the products that I had from them a lot. So I will tell you that once I get a job again and I get my first paycheck, I am going to buy so much cream blush, you are not even gonna know what hit you, okay? So let's all just wait for that. Manifesting a job. Manifesting a job. Powder time. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. Put that in my T-zone. Then I'm going to take the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder and Ethereal Light. If you're not new here, you know the drill already, and just brush this away. Take the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and set my face. And then go back in with the Hourglass powder one more time. I have Uma Thurman, this song by Fall Out Boy, stuck in my head and I cannot get it out. It's stuck in there forever, it feels like. So yeah, I think I'm going to take that coral shade that I used in like the outer part of my eye and just put this underneath on my lower lash line. No, I take it back. I've been doing my base first. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. Okay. Pretend that I didn't just do that. I'm gonna take my bronzer now. This is the Colourpop bronzer in the shade Private Party. And I'm just going to bronze. This is a bit too dark for me, so I try to have a light hand when I apply this. Now I'm gonna spray my face using the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. Whoa, I drenched my face in this. Oops. And I actually take it back about my highlighter as well. I'm going to use the Colourpop and Disney Villains highlighter. This is the Cruella one in the shade You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles. It's like a peachy, pinky highlight, and I want to feel like it will tie in well with this look. This is why I can't really do Shop My Stashes that well, like picking the products ahead of time, because I kind of have an idea of the look I want to do, and then something might change in the product. I might want to use a different product or whatever. Like, I could never do like a panning project really. Like, I can do bronzers, that's easy because bronzers aren't really that different. But like, or like a long Shop My Stash or anything, like I just want to rotate through my products and use my collection. And then I want to use, I will use one of these NARS palettes. I want to go over this with like a corally blush to kind of tie everything together. Maybe I'll use this shade from the Exposed Cheek palette in the shade Come Hither. Nope, Make You Mine. I don't know if that's relevant or not, but that's the shade name. And just go over the top with it. Okay, and so now I'm gonna go back in to go do my lower lash line. Holy shit, okay. So now I'm gonna take that corally shade and put that all underneath my eyes. Now I'm gonna take that darker matte that I used in my crease from Makeup Revolution and deepen my lower lash line. Okay, my camera cut out, not sure where I was. Anyway, I'm going to just blend out my lower lash line with the yellow that I used. Just to kind of tie everything together. And then I'm going, am I filming? Yes, okay. And then I'm going to take the deeper shade from Adept. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it. And then I'm going to spray that again and just run this underneath my eyes. And I'm actually I'm not even gonna use a black today. I'm honestly just gonna leave this here because this is a black-based multi-chrome and I feel like it's giving me the depth that I want anyway. So look at me, not even using a matte black. And I totally almost forgot my inner corner. I'm just going to go into the Hermetic shade that I used right on the top of my brow bone from Shine by SD. As I just throw my brush everywhere. And let's see, maybe I'll take some Shine by SD Reserve number 3 on the inner part of my lower lash line because I feel like it might be helpful to have some shimmer on my lower lash line as well because my top lid is so shimmer heavy. Maybe I'll put some Torch from Cleona here as well. Why not? So I'm gonna just run some brow gel through my brows. This is the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Gel Mascara because I have a lot of shimmer in my brows. So just trying to get them back. And then I'm gonna end with some Freck. So I'm going to do this, put some lashes on, do my lips, and then be back to show you the finished look and show a video of all of these beautiful shades in action. I realized that I forgot to tell you what's on my lips, so I have the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Sandstorm, the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao, and the Colourpop So Juicy Gloss in the shade Lizzie. And then, okay, and now I can end. Okay, and this is the finished look. Obsessed. I'm gonna insert a clip now of my eyes in my bathroom light because it shows off multi-chromes and sparkly shadows in the best way. And it's just such a fun, sparkly, shifty, just fucking party on my eyelids. I am so happy I decided to go this route. I mean, I didn't really choose this route. This route kind of chose me. But if you have, I was gonna say like multichromes or like sparkly shades, but honestly, you could do the same kind of thing with like your metallic shadows from your palettes and just play around, like finger paint almost, and just have fun. I don't know. I like using the mattes as a base kind of, and like a matte for my shape and like kind of having those colors poke through, but a lot of times my shimmers and my singles and my multichromes get neglected unless I specifically pull them out. And oh my god, my lips is like stringy. I'm sure that was super obvious from the beginning. Okay, I hope. I like this Colourpop gloss, but it is a little bit stringy. And I did put a lot on because I like it, but anyway. Hopefully my lip gloss isn't stringy anymore. What was I saying? And normally I would never put this many multichromes on my like lids at the same time, but it was so fun. I had a literal blast, which is also why I love doing these Shop My Stash videos. I'm sure this video is long, so I will leave you now. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, particularly, I upload 3 videos typically a week if you want to stick around and hang out with me some more. And I would love to see you in my next video. Bye!